All right. We back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil. We back with another video reaction. Now, look, this one is a little, I don't really like doing videos like this because it pertains to organizations and prison gangs that I don't really like to get into. But I'm gonna give you the title of the video. It's coming from KTLA Channel 5, the news, and it says live N13 Mexican bleep affiliates arrested in gang crackdown, FBI news. Like I said, I don't do videos like this, but it's been requested like 3 to 4 times. And I don't know, bro. We gonna watch it. But look, before we do, very quick, we got a video out on the official Blue Devil. We got a Norteño hood vlog over there. Go check that out. We got a music video reaction over there. Go check that out. We dropped a live last night with Problem the Goon. He pulled up on me. Go watch the video. He was in the comments running his mouth, and then he pulled up right here at the studio, banged on the doors. We end up fixing the situation, and we end up having a pod. All right. So make sure you guys go check that out. But with that being said, real quick, salute to everybody that's here. Salute to all the homies. Salute to the squad. Salute to all the watchers. Do me a solid and hit the like button. And also go to the socials. And with that being said, let's press play on the video. Look, what we're going to do is watch the video entirely. It's only 3 minutes long. And then we'll come back and we'll try to break it down. So let's enjoy the clip.
Good afternoon, I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. Thanks for joining us. Authorities have arrested 13 people in a series of raids targeting one of the most violent, dominant street gangs in San Pedro.
Officials say the gang has ties to the Mexican mafia. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister live now in San Pedro with details on the operation. Lauren?
Glenn and Lou, authorities revealing details about this operation at the police station behind me a short time ago. They say in addition to those arrests, they also confiscated guns and suspected drugs like fentanyl and methamphetamine. They say many of these defendants, if convicted, could face life in prison. More than a half dozen of them expected to make their first appearances in federal court this afternoon. Armored vehicles and hundreds of law enforcement personnel descending, authorities report, on 17 LA Harbor area locations in raids this morning, executing search and arrest warrants, taking 13 people into custody, all aimed, they say, at targeting one of the area's most active gangs, known as Rancho San Pedro.
One of the most violent street gangs that has been terrorizing San Pedro for years.
Agencies including the FBI and LAPD involved in an investigation they say has been going on for years, saying they were able to target the upper echelons of the gang. Some arrests made before today. 5 are facing state charges, 14 facing charges in a federal case, including drug and weapon-related counts and allegations of racketeering and conspiracy, or RICO.
Some would use orders from prison on behalf of the Mexican mafia. Others committed or conspired to commit acts of violence, including murder. Others engaged in drug trafficking, robbery, and extortion.
Authorities allege the Rancho San Pedro gang has an estimated 500 members, dates back to the 1970s, and is controlled by the Mexican mafia members incarcerated in state prison.
I do hope that this investigation also serves as a warning to anybody who may be interested in filling the gap for this particular gang, especially to our young kids, who unfortunately we're still seeing a rash of young people being sucked into the gang life.
LAPD officials also say they hope San Pedro residents feel safer. Do you think it makes a difference?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
I mean, I do feel safer, but I've been all my life, never really had any problems.
While some told us they haven't encountered gangs, Jose Bueno says he grew up in San Pedro and getting away from gangs was one of the reasons he joined the military. Now he's moved back after 10 years.
Growing up, yes, they were an issue. Ever since I've been back, I've seen a change in the community for sure. And especially with this going on, I feel even better, greater change is going to happen.
And that resident said he had heard of this Rancho San Pedro gang. He also said that some of his family members actually lived near one of the raids. He said it was at 17th and Grand. He said they heard the police activity. Now, we're also hearing today from family members of some of the defendants at federal court. We'll have more of that coming up in the 4 o'clock hour and more from those appearances.
All right, so look, if you guys watch Hater World, I did a video on Rancho San Pedro. I did a hood vlog, and the video was from like the 80s and the 90s. Someone sent it to my email, and I reacted to it. And it's crazy because a lot of people in the chat were saying RSP is not active. It's not active. It's not active. You go read the comments, bro, and I was like, I don't think so. And this was like 3 days ago. And I didn't know about any of this going on, right? But what a damn coincidence that in the midst of me doing that reaction, but bam, I don't know what we could react to, bro. It's the gang life. It's what comes with the gang. This is what people sign up for. Some play it at a higher level than others. Some want to go to the full extreme of the game. Some only play it at a certain level. But it's dangerous, bro. Let's play it back. Let's see if we could break it down in any type of Blue Devil fashion or form. All right, let's go.
And I'm Lou Parker. Thanks for joining us. Authorities have arrested 13 people in a series of raids targeting one of the most violent, dominant street gangs in San Pedro.
Officials say the gang has ties to the Mexican Mafia. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister live now in San Pedro with details on the operation. Lauren?
Glenn and Lou, authorities revealing details about this operation at the police station behind me a short time ago. They say in addition to those arrests, they also confiscated guns and suspected drugs like fentanyl and methamphetamine. They say many of these defendants, if convicted, could face life in prison. More than a half dozen of them expected to make their first appearances in federal court this afternoon.
You know what sucks about the Rico is that sometimes they be grabbing defendants or people, that are not doing nothing, but they're tied to the gang. Imagine, bro, you live in a house where somebody is part of that Rico. Now they're investigating you, or I knew a guy. I'm going to give it to you guys. I've said the story before. Give it to you guys raw. Pause, no diddy. I knew a guy that got caught up in the Rico and did some time. He fought a life case for the Rico. But all this fool was a dope head. He would go to the spot that they were watching to buy dope. And this fool was a gang member from somewhere else. But because he would go there every day, they thought he was doing something. So they locked him up on the Rico with that gang. And to me, it was weird because it's like, he's not from that gang. He's from somewhere totally far. Why would you grab him in that indictment? But that's how it is, bro. If you're around these people that they're watching, or you're from that gang, but you're not even doing anything, or you might just go visit the homie and they're watching them, you're going to be caught up in that Rico, bro. And now you got to figure out a way to get yourself out of it. It's bullshit. But that's how they do it, to catch you in numbers and to prosecute you easier.
Armored vehicles and hundreds of law enforcement personnel descending, authorities report, on 17 LA Harbor area locations in raids this morning, executing search and arrest warrants, taking 13 people.
That motherfucker looked like the guy from the Goonies, homie. Remember when he got the Snickers bars? What'd he say? Chocolate! That's that motherfucker. Hey, but that motherfucker right there will probably give you the business.
Into custody, all aimed, they say, at targeting one of the area's most active gangs, known as Rancho San Pedro.
Hey, San Pedro is nice, bro. Look at that. That's the water right there. What you see in the background, for those that are not from California, that's the water, bro. The houses are on hills. So when you're coming down the hill, you see the water. That's sick, bro. You see the boats. You see the ports. You see all the containers. Beautiful, bro. Very fucking, especially if you're right there by the whatever the fuck what's it called, bro? In Spanish, call it malecón, way, which is the waterfront, whatever the fuck. That's just beautiful.
One of the most violent street gangs that has been terrorizing San Pedro for years.
Agencies, including the FBI and LAPD, involved in an investigation they say has been going on for years, saying they were able to target the upper echelons of the gang. Some arrests made before today. 5 are facing state charges, 14 facing charges in a federal case, including drug.
When they say when they say been terrorizing for years, they mean conducting business without them getting their cut. Okay, that's what that means. I don't think these people are going around terrorizing fucking civilians. I don't think they're going around terrorizing normal people shopping. You know how you see the movies and you see like the remember the movie American History X, and then you have the Nazis, the white dudes that didn't like the Mexicans, and they ran in the market and they started pushing the carts over and started macing people and shoving people. That's terrorizing, bro. Basically, I could tell you that these people were conducting a business, getting money illegally, probably drugs or guns or something, and they were not cutting in the government. And that's why the government comes and gets you. The government is not going to come and get you, bro, for you doing gang activities such as like fighting, shooting, unless you're doing a lot of fucking shooting. But other than that, they only going to come and get you when it's a lot of money, bro, and they're not getting it, bro. The government only cares about money, bro. Only about money. If you go shoot 20 motherfuckers, bro, they ain't gonna come for you. And I mean, they'll do their investigation, but they're not like priority. But go get a couple $1,000,000, bro, and let them find out about it. They're gonna come get you, bro. So I guarantee you, these people right here, allegedly, they were probably, making moves, you know.
And weapon-related counts and allegations of racketeering and conspiracy, or RICO.
Some would use orders from prison on behalf of the Mexican mafia. Others committed or conspired to commit acts of violence, including murder. Others engaged in drug trafficking, robbery, and extortion.
Authorities allege the Rancho San Pedro gang has an estimated 500 members, dates back to the 1970s, and is controlled by the Mexican mafia members incarcerated in state prison.
I do hope that this investigation also serves as a warning to anybody who may be interested in filling the gap for this particular gang, especially to our young kids, who unfortunately we're still seeing a rash of young people being sucked into the gang life.
LAPD officials also say they hope San Pedro residents feel safer.
Hold on, he said that hopefully the youngsters are watching this in case they want to fill them shoes. Listen, anybody that's gonna fill them shoes from the members you took, and now they need new ones, they're not going to be kids, bro. They're going to be older dudes, wise dudes, dudes that know how to maneuver and move and know how to take order. It ain't going to be kids, bro. And kids joining the gangs, it seems like when they got their mind made up, they got their mind made up. It's not the right thing to do, but a lot of these kids, bro, they're going to do whatever they want. We don't have to watch the rest. It's just the civilians talking about it's safe now. But listen, salute to San Pedro. I'm not gonna say no gangs. Salute to San Pedro, bro. It's a beautiful place. It's a nice place. Hopefully, all these gentlemen, can figure it out. And if they're innocent, then they'll be home. And if they're not, then whatever has to happen is gonna happen. But other than that, everybody stay safe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will be live later on tonight, so make sure you guys go look for the live. It'll probably be on Kick. So with that being said, I'm Blue Devil. Until next time, we out this bitch.